sit? Is it the power of the government to tell them where to sit? Secondly, and then you begin to talk about the presentation of 2025 project that you've been called to come and submit and present. So I think the governor is, like my colleague said when I came in, he said the governor is ill-advised. I can say that I have stayed in government for some times, and I know that what the politicians have mastered the act of advising you in your way, in your body language. So it's not about being ill-advised. So most times you see them advising you on what they believe that the kind of things is what you want to do. If not, you came and accepted it. You said, wow, whether he accepted it or not, he came and addressed the state and said, oh, that we've heard the Supreme Court judgment and that this is what we're going to do. And of course, the Supreme Court in that judgment also asks you to present your budget, 2024 budget. These people came and gave you a leave and asked you to submit 2025 budget, because the 2024 budget will bring a lot of crisis. Yeah. So they said, no, while we are doing this, you can begin to call on that. And so they bring 2024 or 25 budget and submit it. The highest I would have done, the communication would have been, oh, please, allow me maybe 4 days more, so that I can submit that budget. Instead, you are asking your commissioners to go to court against the legislative process. I mean, commissioners that were not, God forbid I call them commissioners. People, part of your aid to say, look, we can be screened by the court, to ask the RISEC to stop them from doing their process. And then you're inviting them to a meeting. Which meeting are you inviting them to do what in the meeting? Like he said, I was thinking that he will call Right Honorable Martin Samuel and say, well, guy, this thing is gone. I mean, I went to court to seek for a proper interpretation of what has happened, and now the court has interpreted it in this light. Let us work together. And then you go and present this whole thing, informal things. People think that governors and legislators meet. In some cases, they meet on a weekly basis. But those are not formal meetings, because we are not even supposed to know in the first instance that they are meeting. Because there's supposed to be independence of the three arms of government. But to tell that it's like the governor writing the judiciary and say, please come, the ruling you are going to give tomorrow, I want to meet with you on that. I mean, what is that? So you can't do that. I don't know who are advising him or how he is also taking his own advice. But I can tell you that if there's anybody who does not want peace in Rivers State, is the governor. If there's anybody who wants the Rivers State people to suffer, the civil servants to suffer, is the governor. These people have said we have considered this because of the people. So we can do something. Because they can't do anything. Even they cannot ask the Supreme Court to go ahead and release money without an appropriation. So meaning that they were even ready to do a speedy kind of hearing to be able to pass the budget, which would have been okay for you. But he didn't take those budget. For me, he would have been the first person who would write them to say, I'm coming to meet. And let me tell you, when we talk about where the assembly sits where the assembly has decided to sit. So if the assembly decides to sit in the local government, that becomes the assembly until otherwise stated. Because the place they were supposed to sit legally was brushed down, and they wanted to go and sit like their forum sat in government house. Brother, what is that? So I don't know where he's coming. I don't know whether he is here to alleviate the suffering of Rivers State, or he wants crisis and needed excuses. Maybe he's looking for an excuse to continue to do what he's doing.
Now, one of the items on the list for conversation is the presentation of the 2025 budget, like the governor said earlier.
Yes. So I'm asking now. They asked you to present the budget, and you said one of the lists. Those are informal things. That's what they call executive lobby. You don't do it by writing them. Imagine that you are bringing